Okay, welcome back again to another session of the daily portion of German, and this is our second segment in a series on St. Nicholas, recorded coincidentally on December 6th. And Irene is here with us as our guest speaker. So we're going to read out loud the sentences, and she'll repeat after me. And as she does so, please repeat with her to get a sense of the flow and how to pronounce the words. And then I'll ask different questions about understanding the structure of the sentence, and also in your own minds, try to imagine what the answers would be. And then in this way, we'll piece together step by step the meaning of the sentence, and then she'll translate, and hopefully you'll be able to translate at that time as well, along with her. Okay, so let's start by reading this, starting with Da war ein reicher Mann. So here we go. Da war ein reicher Mann, der lebte herrlich und in Freuden. Everybody?
Da war ein reicher Mann, der lebte herrlich und in Freuden.
Okay, da is either a subordinating conjunction. Let's see if I can see my mark here. It either means there at that point or because. What is it here? Is it an adverb or a?
It's an adverb.
Good, because var is in the second position. If this were a subordinating conjunction, the verb would be at the end of the sentence or the clause. So there was a rich man, and this is just the adjectival ending for nominative here. And then what does der refer back to?
Der Mann.
Good. Refers back to Mann. This is a relative pronoun introducing a relative clause. Who lived wonderfully and in peace, in Freuden, in happiness. Going on. Der war aber auch ein Armer, der lag vor seiner Tür und wollte nur Brot sammeln. Go ahead.
Da war aber auch ein Armer, der lag vor seiner Tür und wollte nur Brot sammeln.
Ein Armer would be a poor man. Eine Arme would be a poor woman. That's the way it's. And then again, this is just the adverb. There was, however, also a poor man, and there refers back to armor. And what is lagen? Is that a strong verb or a weak verb, Irene?
A strong verb.
Good. So it's liegen, lag, gelegen. So to lay. And then for takes what case?
Dative.
We'll put with dative. And then where's the who? And this is un connects to. So he lay before his door. And where's the verb complex in the next one? I mean, just the single verb.
Volta.
And he wanted only broodsamens, which are bread seeds. And then what does the D refer back to?
The breadcrumbs.
Good. In this case, it's important to identify what the antecedents are. We'll see in the next sentence how important that is in the next phrase. Which, and then where's the verb in that clause?
Fielen.
Fielen, from fallen, which fell. Again, this is a strong verb because the vowel changes. Which fell from the rich, from the rich people, from den Reichen, from the tisch, from the table. Okay. Oftentimes the dative doesn't need to have the preposition as our English ear sort of expects. Okay, going on. Doch diese gönnten sie ihm nicht. Everybody?
Doch diese gönnten sie ihm nicht.
Kind of an unusual verb here. Gönnten means to allow or to permit. But here it's very important to see where the antecedents are because all you have here are actually pronouns. What does diese refer back to, Irene?
Den Reichen.
Yeah, it means to the rich people, the rich people. But these, the rich people, permitted, and then what is this? What does sie refer back to?
The Brotsamen.
Yeah, they did not permit the bread seeds, i.e. to fall, and then IHM is what case, as indicated with the carrots?
Dative.
Yeah, so it's a little bit cryptic, but yet these, the rich people, did not permit them, the bread seeds, to fall, i.e. to him. And then going on, es geschah, dass der Arme starb, wurde von den Engeln in den Himmel getragen. Everybody?
Es geschah, dass der Arme starb. Wurde von den Engeln in den Himmel getragen.
Geschehen comes from, geschah comes from geschehen. It's the past tense. It occurred. It's also very etymologically related to Geschichte, the history or the story. So it occurred that the poor man died from sterben, and what's the verb complex in the next sentence?
Wurde getragen.
Which means
He was carried.
he was carried, and fun is the dative by means of which, by the angels, into heaven. I say into because this is a directional accusative. Into heaven. Okay, going on. Auch der Reiche starb, doch es kamen keine Engel, ihn zu holen. Everybody?
Auch der Reiche starb, doch es kamen keine Engel, ihn zu holen.
Okay, pretty straightforward. Starb is then he died again, and then yet es kamen keine Engel. There came no angels, or no angels came to bring him or to take him there. Okay, going on. Gleiche ich nicht dem reichen Mann in der Geschichte, dachte Nikolaus. Everybody?
Gleiche ich nicht dem reichen Mann in der Geschichte, dachte Nikolaus.
So gleiche, he's asking a question which means to resemble or am I not like? And then which case would you expect after that? Do I not resemble?
Dative.
Where do you find it?
Dem reichen Mann.
Good, this whole thing right here, this whole phrase here. This is why. So do I not resemble the rich man in the story? Dachte, thought Nikolaus. Going on. Ich bin schön gekleidet und lebe im Überfluss. Everybody?
Ich bin schön gekleidet und lebe im Überfluss.
Die Bettler draußen beim Stadttor habe ich vergessen.
Die Bettler draußen beim Stadttor habe ich vergessen.
This is from Kleide, so I am wonderfully dressed and I live in Überfluss, which means flowing over literally, but it means to say overabundance. Die Bettler is the beggars. Where's the verb complex?
Draußen. No. Habe vergessen.
Good. Habe, and that means?
I have forgotten.
Okay, I have forgotten. There's the I right there's the subject. So where's the direct object?
Die Bettler.
Good. So remember, whenever the best practice is always go to the verb first, because our English ear would love to see the first word in the sentence as the subject. That's what we're accustomed to. But German can put the direct object first, as it does here. So I have forgotten the beggars outside at the city gate. And going on, morgen will ich früh aufstehen und mich nach ihnen umsehen. Everybody?
Morgen will ich früh aufstehen und mich nach innen umsehen.
Why do you have the verb here in the subject following this? Why is this order reversed? Because whenever you have an adverb at the beginning, it reverses the verb and the subject order. Okay, so tomorrow, and verb complex is will aufstehen, which means doesn't mean I will as a sort of false friend, but it means I want. So tomorrow I want to get up early. Früh is an adverb, and then translate the rest of that. And actually, this is a little bit nach umsehen is to actually to look after. Sich umsehen nach is the how it's found in the dictionary. And I so tomorrow I want to get up early, and I want to look after them. So in other words, sort of take care of them is the idea. Look after them. Okay, going on. Am Morgen schlich sich zum Palast hinaus.
Am Morgen schlich sich zum Palast hinaus.
Nach dem Stadttor fand die Ärmsten der Stadt.
Nach dem Stadttor fand die Ärmsten der Stadt.
Zerlumpt, krank und elend.
Zerlumpt, krank und elend.
So we had this verb before. Schleichen means to steal out or to creep out or slink out. So in the morning, always with a reflexive here, he stole out beyond out hinaus, which means out. This is a separate prefix. He crept out to the palace. Nach dem Stadttor, and this really means can be after, but it means behind. So behind the city gate, where's the verb?
Fand.
Fand. He found Again, a strong verb, finden, fand, gefunden. He found the, keep going.
He found the poorest of the city.
Good. Notice the st always indicates the superlative. He found the poorest people, i.e. of the city. Zerlumpt means ragged or dressed in rags, sick and miserable. Go on. Als sie ihn erblickten, streckten sie die Hände entgegen. Everybody?
Als sie ihn erblickten, streckten sie die Hände entgegen.
Okay. Blicken just means to look at, and whenever you have a prefix, a prefix added like er, changes the meaning slightly. So maybe he caught a glimpse of her when he caught a sight of. Als, and what does the z refer to? Als sie,
Die Ärmsten.
yeah, as the poorest people at the sitting beyond this, not outside actually, outside of the city gate, caught a glance. Caught sight of him. Streckten, which means they stretched out. They stretched out their hands. Sometimes German will not have the personal possessive pronoun here, but you have to supply it. Literally, they stretched out the hands toward him, but logically you should add a possessive pronoun. So they stretched out their hands toward them. Going on. Nikolaus wollte in die Tasche greifen, doch an seinem bestickten Kleider gab es keine. Go ahead.
Nikolaus wollte in die Tasche greifen, doch an seinem bestickten Kleider gab es keine.
It's kind of funny. Verb complex after the comma?
After the comma?
Up to the comma. From here to here.
Wollte greifen.
And this means to reach. Greifen. Go ahead and translate that.
Nicholas wanted to reach into his pockets.
This is a directional accusative. In die, directional accusative. He wanted to reach into his pockets. Doch an seinem bestickten Kleider. So this means embroidered, sort of a innuendo here. And gab es keine. There were no what? There were no pockets. Do the whole sentence from Nikolaus.
Nicholas wanted to reach into his pockets, but in his embroidered clothes there were none.
Good, yeah. You could say clothes. We say clothes generally in English. That's right. It's singular here in German. Eilig löste die schwere Goldkette vom Hals, zog den Ring vom Finger. Go ahead.
Eilig löste die schwere Goldkette vom Hals, zog den Ring vom Finger.
Good. Here you have an adverb, quickly, and then this was the adverb at the beginning of the sentence reverses the verb and the subject here. Okay, so he released, he loosened the heavy gold chain, and then this is his neck, from his neck. He pulled den Ring vom Finger. He pulled his, and then again supplying the possessive pronoun, pulled his ring from his finger, you could say, or pulled the ring from his finger. And I have to just go down to the next section, just 1 second here. Und gab es ihnen, and he gave it to them. Let's go on. Schlüpfte aus dem Obergewand, everybody?
Schlüpfte aus dem Obergewand.
Good. Dem bunten Rock, den Sandalen, go ahead.
Dem bunten Rock, den Sandalen.
Und verschenkte alles.
Und verschenkte alles.
Glücklich ging nach Hause, war wieder froh.
Glücklich ging nach Hause, war wieder froh.
Okay, schlüpfe, we might have had ones before that means to slip out of, and this means his exterior robe. And then this aus then applies to all these phrases that follow, out of his colorful coat, out of his sandals, and he gave away everything. So do that sentence, just that again. Schlüpfte.
He slipped out of his overcoat, his colorful frock, the sandals, and he gave away everything.
Yeah, his colorful coat. It's kind of a funny word. Who would think that rock would actually mean a coat? Okay, and he gave away everything. Glücklich ging nach Hause. So luckily or happily, he went home, and he was again joyous or filled with joy. Okay, that's the end of that section. Sorry for taking a little bit longer. The next section will be shorter, but hope you're enjoying the narrative. Thanks a lot and see you next time. Bye-bye.